but stay tuned for the Succubus Club.
I feel like I've learned a lot, and a lot of the choices I made when I was younger were based on total gut instinct. And I think that, like, I was really lucky in that because I had a lot of happiness and success without much experience, and that, you know, I've definitely learned from my mistakes or the things that maybe with hindsight I would have done differently, but I feel pretty lucky that I had that kind of youthful vision, enthusiasm, because that was really important to me then. And it still is. It still is, like, always going to be probably one of the things that I try to consider in my life as I get older, like...
Behind the scenes of the Succubus Club, because we're not ready to go on the air yet. Welcome, everybody.
What's the deal?
I'm not sure.
Where's the third mic?
I'm not sure.
Where's the third mic? You, down here. Okay, thank you.
I don't like only getting one ear.
Well, live with it, babe.
But it makes me feel lopsided.
You're not lopsided.
Well, but it makes me feel lopsided.
But you're not lopsided. Look, I'm only getting one ear, too. We're all only getting one ear.
No, Colleen's getting 2 ears.
I think I am.
You have to talk way into the mic. Try it again.
Hello?
I don't hear...
Ethan, we don't hear her.
Run, Ethan, run!
Run, Ethan, run! See, this always happens.
The Succubus Club. This is
normal
normal for the behind the scenes.
Whenever we have to set up a third mic. We've had to do this a lot.
Hello?
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 No. Say it again.
Hello?
I don't hear her at all.
I don't think anybody hears her. This could be interesting.
Could be. Oh, wait, I just heard a click.
We're, oh,
Whoa.
Hello. Wait. No,
I don't know.
Hello?
No, did you try that again? No.
Hello?
No, nothing's showing up. Technical difficulties at the Succubus Club.
Oh, wait, no, am I getting both ears now?
Who cares about you? We want to be able to hear her.
I'm just saying, I'm just, pointing out some stuff.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Try it.
Try it, Colleen.
Hello?
No.
No. Oh. My God.
All right, go ahead.
Try it.
Try it.
Hello?
Again.
Hello?
Okay, yeah, she's coming in one channel.
She is?
Through here.
Okay, you be quiet.
This is the Succubus Club?
Okay, yeah, she's coming in.
That's good. Okay, I can hear that.
One channel. Better than nothing.
Did you hear that hiss?
Yeah, I hear the hiss.
It's scary. I'm scared something's going to, blow us out or something.
Are we ready
Yeah, just
to
talk
start?
real close. Wait, make sure. Can we still hear you?
Hello?
Okay, we can still hear her, right?
Try it again. Do it again.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Behind the scenes of the Succubus Club. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay, Ethan?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Okay.
Ethan.
I think we're going to start the show
Wow.
officially. Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Is it my cue? Is that my cue?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You're listening to the Succubus Club on KLBC.org, your truly underground radio station.
every single night. The same arrangement, I go out and fight the fight. Still I always feel the strangest estrangement. Nothing here is real, nothing here is right. I've been making shows of trading blows, just hoping no one knows that I've been going through the motions, walking through the part. Nothing seems to penetrate my heart. I was always brave and kind of righteous, now I find I'm wavering. Crawl out of your grave, you find this fight just doesn't mean a thing.
She got that swing.
Thanks for noticing.
She does pretty well with fiends from hell, but lately we can tell that she's just going through the motions, making it somehow. She's not even half the girl she... Oh.
Will I stay this way forever? Sleepwalk through my life's endeavor.
How can I repay?
Whatever, I don't want to be. All my drive, I can't even see if this is really me, and I just wanna be
alive. Welcome to the Succubus Club. Hey everyone, how's it going? Hey, this is Kitty, that's Candy, and that's Colleen.
Isn't that my job?
Yeah, but you were working over there.
I'm sorry. Should I do that then?
Well, because we had a totally new intro, so it made me, not new, just different for today.
It completely threw me off.
In honor of the soundtrack coming out, we decided to play the overture and the Going Through the Motions. So we hope you enjoy
Which was the opening song of the musical.
Yes, absolutely. So in honor of that, we will be going back, obviously, to the regular Nerf Herder theme next week. But we want to do that in honor of the soundtrack coming out. So, all right, it's all yours.
Oh, now I'm supposed to do it?
Yes, now you can do it.
Welcome to the Succubus Club, your weekly dose of Buffy and Angel news, music, and spoilers. That's Kitty.
That's Candy. And that's Colleen.
Hello.
Yay.
Okay, I want you to speak right into my, can you maneuver it so it's right next to her?
Probably not. I remember I had to deal with that one. And that's producer Ethan. Yay!
Who brought us a present?
Who brought us a whole box of Rolos. I mean, we're not talking like a little bunch of Rolos.
Like one or two of them?
No, we're talking
there's 36
count box of Rolos, and as our
they're
first
full.
And it's full. And as our first official guest, Colleen, pack of Rolos. So all guests that come on our show will get a pack of Rolos.
And key lime pie.
Yes.
Well, she doesn't get one this week.
No, I'm sorry.
I think that's, no offense, only reserved for VIPs, though.
VIPs will get key lime pie because the thing is, I don't have a lot of key lime juice left.
She has to ration it out for the VIPs.
Seriously,
only.
It's all about the key lime juice, okay? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? But seriously, incentive for anyone who comes on the show, you get a pack of Rolos, courtesy of Ethan. Yay.
Woo! Now, what other show could offer that? I mean, really,
none.
What other Buffy and Angel radio, internet radio talk show host or talk show can offer Rolos?
No, nobody.
I don't think there's any.
I bet Will and Grace Friends, none of those would offer Rolos either.
Hell no.
Screw them all. They're not going to offer nothing.
This is the week we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
Hasn't it? Yes.
Yeah, we were waiting. We're waiting a long time, but thank God that actually lessons came on in September.
As opposed to October.
Yeah, as opposed to
last year.
Really far into it.
Last year it started October 6th or something.
Yeah, like kind of when Angel's starting.
Yeah. So that's what we'll be discussing tonight. We will have discussions about last night's episode of Buffy Lessons, of which Kitty took notes.
I took notes. Okay, you just mark this day on your calendar. Kitty actually took notes.
She very rarely takes notes,
and they're good notes.
They're good notes. And
I even
Colleen
put time codes
took notes.
Yes, I have 3 pages worth of notes.
3 pages worth of notes.
Hers are typed.
I have no notes.
Yeah,
and I've only
slipping.
And I was telling you this before the show, which was back in the old days when I used to live pretty close. I used to watch Buffy between the time it aired at 8 o'clock and the time I came into our show the next day at 6. I'd watched it 3 times.
Yeah.
I'd watched
unfair advantage to the working folk.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. And it made me look a lot smarter than I actually was because I'd just seen it 3 times.
Now you know her secret.
And exactly. Now, we drive in 2 hours to get into Long Beach. And we stayed at a Holiday Inn the night before on Tuesday night. At least they get UPN. I stay at a hotel every Tuesday night. I don't know how many people know this. So I watch it on the hotel TV on Tuesday nights, and I'm
Wait, is the remote like stuck to the coffee table? Is it stuck to the?
Actually, no, it's like Velcro to the television.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if it was one of those that was like stuck to the nightstand.
No, it's to the TV actually, and so I only get to watch it once. And actually this time I even forgot to tape it at home, but Colleen's going to help me out and send me a copy, so that's
It's a good thing we gave her Rolos.
Exactly. Otherwise I'd be
because it was hit or miss for a while.
Exactly. So we have that to discuss. We also have a couple of news items to discuss. A special event coming up this Saturday that Joss and Amber Benson are going to be at. So we'll
apparently you need tickets.
Apparently
it's special.
So we'll discuss that a little bit later during probably Random Thoughts.
Yes.
As well, we do have kitty torture.
Yes, I've heard. And apparently from what Candy wrote about me on the website, about don't get too cocky, kitty, because you're going down, was basically, the message that I got.
Well, they were pretty easy last week, that's all I'm saying.
All right,
and I do want to, I have a really...
Colleen's like, yeah, they were pretty easy.
Well, hey, I do want to make...
Yeah, easy for who?
Everybody but Kitty.
Okay.
Okay. I do want to make a really quick announcement, though, and that was that I credited those questions to the wrong person last week. And I felt horrible about it when I realized it when I got home.
She did. It was like the time when I gave Andy the wrong direction.
Yes. I credited Mark L., one of our listeners, with the questions. And
not that we don't love Mark L.
No, we do. No, we do. But the person who gave them to us was Matt Harris. And I do want to thank him very much. So he also sent in another set of questions, as did Shug.
Yes.
From where is he from? UK.
And we also want to say a big thank you, shout out to Joel, who always gets the MP3s up of our show, like, even before I get home from doing the show.
Yes, and that is actually, he posts them to our mailing list.
Yes.
So if you are not a member of our mailing list, because sometimes, like this last week, I was not able to update our website because I'm having computer problems. I wasn't able to update our website until, like, late Monday night, and by that time, I can't put up the MP3 because I don't have time to upload it and all that stuff. So if you want to get the MP3 first, if you're on at a time zone, you can't listen, whatever. Right. Obviously, you're not listening now, but but join our mailing list, because Joel has been posting them to the mailing list directly, and we cannot thank him enough.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So
also, I just want to say how much I love my cup of coffee that I had earlier.
All right. Well, there you go.
It's a secret code. But I did love the coffee.
How come I don't know about this?
I'll tell you about secret code later.
I want to know about.
I'll tell you all both about the secret code. It's kind of like the black dog runs at night. No one can see you.
I know. I'm confused.
I'll explain.
Oh, we'll also talk about, since we might have a little time tonight, since Angel hasn't started yet, we might talk about Firefly, which debuted
fearfully.
Debuted last Friday night. Some of us watched it, some of us fell asleep.
Oh, and who could that some of us be?
Well, we'll discuss that later. And don't get used to it, though. We may not have time to do this throughout the season or anything like that. It just so happens because it was the premiere. I know that we caught it.
Because we're not going to turn the Succubus Club into all things Joss. We aren't.
Right. No.
But of course we'll mention it.
So stay tuned for all of that.
Yes. All right. So are we going to jump right into lessons?
Have we forgotten how to do this show?
Yeah, I think we have. I'm totally rusty.
I'm a little out of practice.
I mean, normally we do a song and then we come back and jump in. But
we could catch people up on our business.
Oh, okay, we'll catch people up on our business. We got Rolos.
I know.
That's my business. Right now, because they're in front of me. Okay, sorry. All right. Ooh, there's a sound.
How are you doing, Colleen?
Yeah, Colleen. Tell us what's going on with you.
Back to school and watching shows all the time, and that's about it.
Cool. How you doing, Ethan?
Ethan's giving us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up from the floor.
He's sitting on the floor in the corner over there.
Do you have to stay over there, or do you want to come out of there?
Aw, he's watching to make sure the mic doesn't go out or anything weird like that.
That's so sweet. Oh, let me little quick update on Drew Greenberg. He emailed me back, and it appears he's writing episode 6 this year. And because I asked him, when do you want to come in? When's your first episode? Blah blah blah. And he said, well, I'm doing episode 6, but I can't come in right after that. How about if I come in before episode 6?
That helps.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we're going to have him here, and I'm going to ask him everything that happens in episode 6, because really, that's really all I'd have to talk to him about.
I don't think he gets Rolos for that.
I think maybe half. We could break it in half.
Yeah, we could break the thing in half. I think it's half a rollover.
Yeah, and a half-drunk bottle of water.
Yes, and the thing is, what does he have to do?
I don't know. I'm sure he's a busy guy. You don't think so?
Drew's like, hey.
No, you know,
What's more important than our show?
Well, for me, nothing. But for Drew, I'm thinking one or two things.
You think just one or two?
Like work.
Like work?
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, so that's the status. I gotta get back in touch with him and like confirm up a date. And as soon as we have a firm date, we will let you guys know.
Also, coming up on the show, we've got music from Third Eye Blind, Nickel, Hallow Friendlies.
Halo?
Halo. Sorry.
Halo. Is that your request?
Well, and someone else's. Halo Friendlies and Case Choice and The Cure. And we've got a lot of requests for next week and the week after. We got tons of them, so we'll get to them. If you requested, like, some people, if you by some chance requested something that we're playing, you requested it tonight, you're getting it, so you're lucky.
Otherwise, it's first come,
Otherwise, it's first come, first serve. We kind of go down the list. So that's what we're going to play tonight. So we've got that going on.
Why don't we take an early break?
Yeah, we're going to take an early break. When we come back, so get your munchies, get your coffee.
Go pee.
Do what you need to do, because we come back, we're jumping right into lessons written by the man himself, Joss Whedon, and we're going to talk about...
What? Oh, what we liked, what we didn't like, and
possible jumping of the shark?
Well, you know, that's debatable, isn't it?
Well, I'll explain.
Yes, you better.
I better.
After that, you better.
Right, everyone's like, oh my God. All right, here we go. A request, Third Eye Blind, the background. Possibly.
It's starting. It's a slow starting song. Why isn't it starting?
I don't know. There you go.
Everything is quiet.
Welcome back to the Succubus Club on KLBC.org, your truly underground radio station. And that was Third Eye Blind, or 3EB for the kids, doing the background, and that's for Tiggy. Now, we got this request like a few weeks ago, so it's kind of old, but I'm still going to read the dedication. And that was to Dean, because he couldn't be at the concert earlier this week, which was written in September 4th. So that was in your face, Dean. You couldn't go to the concert from Tiggy.
Oh.
No, she didn't say in your face. I'm just kidding. But
that was just from Kitty.
That's just me. That's for Tiggy, also for Dean. So there you go, Third Eye Blind. Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, I'm Kitty, that's Candy. We've got producer Ethan over here to my right, and to my left, we have Colleen. And we're hanging out, and we're Hello. We're just about to talk about last night's episode of Buffy, Lessons, written by Joss, directed by David Solomon, Season 7 opener. Thank you. Oh, and let me just say, the views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of Kitty Candy, producer Ethan, Colleen, staff and management of KLBC.org, or Long Beach City College. I love saying that. I just love the disclaimer. I'm all about the disclaimer. So anyway, welcome to the show, and we're going to jump right in.
Sounds good to me.
Dive right in.
Well, first of all, obviously it's great to have it back.
Yes, absolutely.
And I've been so overwhelmed with so many other things. I haven't had a chance to get excited about it. So when the time came last night for 8 o'clock, I was just like, oh my god.
Me too. I was really excited. I got home around 4 o'clock, and I was like, chomping at the bit. I was like, 2 hours. No, that's 6. 4 hours. I was thinking at 6 o'clock. No, I gotta wait 2 more hours.
Oh, God.
So I was very excited. What about you?
Exactly the same thing. I had the same cross necklace on it, and I couldn't wear anything to school or anything because they think that I was really weird. So I had the little cross necklace on, and I was doing the countdown.
Doing the countdown.
Doing the countdown.
I emailed Heather right before I watched it and just said, I'm so excited about Buffy, but she had already seen it, I think, by that point.
Yeah, those East Coast
And she was just all like, I wanted to tell you about it, but I knew that you hadn't seen it yet, so.
I have a friend of mine in Korea who...
You have friends? In Korea, I mean? See how I saved that? Rolo?
Would you care for a Rolo?
Would you care for a Rolo?
No.
I think I'll have one.
I have a friend in Korea who loves the show, and she gets it online somehow through some thingamajiggamajig. I don't know what happens. I don't know how she sees it, but she sees it on Mondays, my time. So
Really?
she sees it a whole day and a half before I do, and she.
I'm trying not to chew into
Kitty
my...
is eating Rolos on the air. I think that's illegal or something. It might be against that whole do not bring food or drink into the building rule.
That's for other people.
Ethan could get in trouble.
The rules do not apply to me.
Anyway, so last night's show was obviously something we were all looking forward to, and we've been staying away from spoilers. I don't know how.
I haven't read a spoiler yet.
Really? Okay, so I knew a couple of things going, really loosely based things, and so I kind of had an idea when at the end of the show when that stuff started. I kind of knew that was happening, but we'll get to that later.
Okay, so the opening. Now, obviously, that's a foreshadow or that's something that's going to happen later because they never went back to that.
Oh, the lady,
Istanbul.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Istanbul, and I'm thinking Spike's going to come in. Something else, that's where Spike is,
He's in Istanbul.
He's in Istanbul, Why not? And so there's this girl, and she gets in this fight, and she gets stabbed or something by these hooded people. Obviously, it's obviously going to be the new something, a new evil, because it reminds me of when the Initiative first came out, when they were, traipsing around all covert. So
all stealthy.
All stealthy-like. So we get that opening, and then we never see or hear from them again. Obviously, they're going to come back at some point, but I don't know.
Well, hi. As I'm watching it, a lot of things are going through my mind. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Okay, first of all, are these bad guys? Is she a bad guy? Is she some kind of a Slayer wannabe? Because she was hopping up that wall.
Yeah, she was hopping up that wall.
Not, pretty good. I was
thinking, oh God, not another Slayer.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
And do you guys notice that you cannot watch the show without... your mind just, okay, who's that, and what's this going on here, and who's happening? We read so much into it, it's really hard just to relax and watch the show. And when I was taking notes, John's like, don't take notes, just enjoy it. I said, well, I'll take notes during the commercials. And that's when I took the notes.
What about you, Colleen? What about the opening?
I didn't understand the Istanbul. I thought it was Spike. I thought it was...
Talk into the mic. Don't talk to her.
Just pretend I'll be looking at you.
Okay. It was Istanbul, and I thought it was Spike and the Slayer wannabe going up
the wall. Yeah.
Okay, and then she died.
Yeah, but they
Apparently.
stab her. It's obviously not a vampire kill because they stabbed her.
Right.
So they leave there and they go to Buffy and
Dawn.
Yeah, how
Okay,
about that?
Now, this is where John and I are watching. He's like, oh, no, the show has jumped the shark. So what is it, like 10, 15 minutes into...
Not even.
Yeah,
It's before the opening
This is before the opening credits. And John's like, the show's jumped the shark. I'm like, already? He's like, she's showing her how to fight.
You know what? And it's also... And this,
what's up with that?
Well, what caught my eye, not so much that, because I expected that just because based on what happened at the end.
Yeah, I guess.
I almost expected that, but the fact that she was almost making her powers seem not as important, the Slayer power seemed not as important. She was making it say, who has the power? The vampire has the power.
Who's the boss of you?
Yeah, exactly. And she was pretty much trying to teach her how to be a Slayer without having the Slayer strength. I think it was different than trying to teach Xander or Willow how to defend themselves, as opposed to teaching Dawn how to be proactive and staking.
But I think obviously all of it came to head later when she was saying, well, who's got the power, because that sort of came in later.
Right, at the very end of the show.
Very end of the show, the whole thing was like, who's got the power now, But
I got the power.
But I just didn't, that didn't sit well with me.
I didn't like it either. I'll tell you, flat out.
I didn't like it. It didn't sit well with me. There were things I loved about the show, and obviously I have my notes, but there was a few things that did not sit well with me, and that was one of them.
Colleen?
That was a long time at the beginning of the show, and it just didn't work. It's a different thing from Xander or Willow. They're trying to teach her something that she has already gone through, but it doesn't work as well.
Right. I got just this very eerie feeling of Joss is trying to set up the show after Sarah leaves, and it got to be very obvious to me, and I didn't appreciate that.
And the thing we were talking about, come on the show and defend yourself, man. And the thing is that John and I were talking about this, and we were saying, do we really need to go back to high school?
Well, I think that it's a great idea for him to bring this all back to the.
But do we really? But we've already been there.
Well, it's
all about bringing in the new viewers, the younger viewers. We've already done that.
Been there, done that.
Why do we have to go back to high school?
I think that they could have done this.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
No, I understand.
Part of me thinks like, okay.
It sounds cool. Like it works in theory.
Yes, it works in theory.
Not sure if we'll come through on screen as well as it sounds.
Right.
Because even with Buffy being there, even last night I'm watching and I'm like, wow, this is very first season in that she's wandering the halls, she sees a monster in the bathroom. Oh, and she falls, and then somebody falls.
Yeah, but she's dressed like way worse.
Oh my God.
She's worried about her mom hair, but I'd say worry about those clothes.
Yes, seriously.
But I digress.
Anyway. It was really kind of nice to see it again, but at the same time, it felt so different, which I expected it to, obviously. I don't know. I have very, very 50-50 feelings about this because it was very obvious what they were doing with the friends that they brought in for Dawn and the outsider friends. Wow,
wait, are we going to get to that later, or are we talking about that now?
Well, we'll talk about it.
Should we just throw that out now?
Throw it out.
Okay, can I just tell you? Okay, here are my notes. Dawn's crew. No! Okay, see, no, it's written right there. See,
she feels very strongly about this.
I mean, I really wanted to throw up, I think.
Really?
Yes, I was nauseated. I was like, please no, we don't need Willow 2, we don't need Xander 2. I'm sorry for those of you out there who thought that was a great thing, but to me, I was just like, no.
I honestly haven't seen what anybody thinks.
I don't want Dawn. Dawn does not need a crew.
No, she doesn't.
She does not need a posse. She doesn't need these friends helping her out, sticking together. No.
Colleen?
Well, Phantom was down, and that's where I talk to people about it. I haven't seen anyone else's things, but yeah, the ones who don't belong.
Yeah, it sounds really familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it is Willow too, and Xander.
Well, not exactly, because the Willow girl is not really like Willow.
No, but just the whole
idea.
But even the guy was like, "Oh, I so scared, I screamed like a girl." I mean, that's so Xander
that's exactly
to say
what
that.
Xander would have done.
Except his PC because he's Hispanic, which is great, cool, but he's a smoker.
Oh, which means he should be dying soon, correct?
Yes, apparently.
The sign of the base said no student access. I'm like, why wasn't that in the first high school? I'm like, okay, that's exactly where everyone died. They went down to the basement and they died.
Exactly.
So I was not really into Dawn's crew. I didn't like that whole idea of I just didn't like it. Those were the two things that really bothered me about last night's episode.
I agree.
Because there were parts I totally dug. But the whole idea of Dawn becoming a new Slayer and her forming a new crew like Buffy did when she was 16, I understand the full circle. I understand that whole idea, but I don't like it. And I don't think we need to go back to high school.
When I liked Dawn, which was when she was standing up in class and her answers for like what she liked, what she didn't like. I thought that was very cool. I thought it was very clever, and I liked Dawn in that moment. I really liked her.
Yes, and where did I write about that? Oh yeah, of course. And Buffy ruins it for her.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, no chance for friends now.
Exactly.
She basically sealed her fate of being with the outcasts of the school, I guess.
Which is
when are we going to see Cordelia? That's what I want to know.
Exactly.
Or Cordelia too.
What I'm curious about is how the principal. We'll talk about the principal too.
He's cute.
Yeah, you like him. Huh?
Yeah, he's cute. I don't know what his angle is. He's kind of got a shady thing going.
I think they kept it kind of vague in the beginning.
Yeah. I like that. I thought that was
then that was fine. But I really liked him at the very end because he's like, "You don't think I got this job by accident, do you?" Or whatever he said. I can't. Even remember. That by seniority, yeah.
Yeah, I think that no one else would take it, and they're just like, put him in.
Yeah, exactly. Which I just thought was really, and I liked him. He didn't bug me that much, and. But what was interesting was something that he said towards the end when he's offering her the job and he sees the 3 kids walking away. He said that he had those 3 earmarked as possible loners or whatever. What makes Dawn be that kid?
I'll tell you.
Since
Want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell me.
The fact that she was wearing Argyle.
That could be it.
Okay, Argyle sweater, it's September and it's like 90 degrees outside. I'm sorry, I teach high school. I know. It's the Argyle sweater. She looked cute in it, though.
Insta outcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
The Argyle sweater. I'm sorry.
Kids, now you know, kids.
You heard it here first. No, I don't know. I mean, that's my joke, obviously, but I don't know. I didn't think that he earmarked Dawn. I thought he earmarked just the other 2.
Because I thought
But why the guy?
Yeah, what was wrong with him?
I mean, I could see why the girl, because she was all alternative looking,
Whatever.
See, I would have been like friends with her,
Exactly.
Because I'm like, she's kind of cool and alternative looking. But why the guy?
Her name's Kit.
Yeah, Kit, exactly. Okay, hello, homage to me, maybe.
Obviously, Josh loves you.
He totally loves me. Oh my God. What was his name? Cat?
I don't know.
Kit
what his name was.
And Mike from
Did you
Knight
remember
Rider. Maybe his name was Knight Rider.
Carlos, maybe.
Carlos?
Carlos, maybe.
Oh,
Carlos?
hello, cliche.
Why not,
Why not?
Hey, Zeus?
Oh, my God.
I
don't remember what his name was.
Anyway.
It could be Mike for all we know. See, Mike Kit, see? Maybe it's Xander.
The only thing, something else I didn't really like that much was that it seemed a little choppy as far as like we only saw Willow and Giles twice. One scene early on, one scene a lot later. And it felt really choppy. It wasn't as much of a flow. There was a lot of Buffy, a lot of Dawn.
Yeah.
And like one scene of Anya's. I mean, that, and maybe 2 or 3 of Xander. It just felt really choppy that way.
I did not feel that way, but I don't think
you don't have to agree.
No,
with
I know,
me.
but I was just thinking that why did I not notice or just did I not care? I don't know. I didn't feel that way.
Flow means a lot to me.
Yeah,
flow
I know.
Of the show it means a lot to me. Like I
Not
noticed
Flo, like Kiss My Grits Flo, but
exactly.
Okay.
Although I had a thing for her at one time.
I like Flo.
Yeah, she was cool. Anyway, no, because I remember last year or 2 years ago, last year when they first went to UPN, I noticed when the commercials went an extra minute and a half longer.
Oh, yes, I do remember. It
totally bugged the crap out of me. And you're like, what are you smoking? You didn't.
But someone else, was it you? Stephanie. She was like, I noticed that too. And I'm like, okay, guys.
She's like, you're not crazy. I noticed. So I noticed flow.
Yes, that's true.
It really
That's
bothers me if it's messed up, and it means a lot to me in a show. And so when you only get one scene with somebody, and it sticks out, it's just like, it feels like, whoa. Same thing with not seeing Spike for 45 minutes.
Oh, I know, and I did time code that after about 40 minutes. But I do want to say something interesting about when we see. What I think I'm liking about Buffy so far is that, okay, she's a little pathetic, but okay.
She's always been a little pathetic.
I know, she's always been a little, eager and pathetic, but I love her to death, and I've always loved Sarah. So, But it was funny how she sees these ghosts, and these ghosts are like telling her, you have to leave, you can't help us, you can't protect us. And she's taunting them the whole time. We didn't get the Buffy of like, oh my God, what did I do? Or oh my God, I'm a bad person.
You know,
it was a confident Buffy, and I like when it starts out with a confident Buffy. Yes, she wants a job, and she was very eager to take the job, and that's cool. But I liked her starting out with that air of confidence, unlike season 4 and even season 5. Season 5 started out, but then later she lost it. And she had some problems with, oh my God, well, obviously then she died in season 6. But I like her starting out.
6, yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. I liked just right out from the bat, it seemed that she's going to have some confidence.
That's always nice to see with her. And I think I like to think what Joss is trying to do is show us that she's learning from all the crap that she's been through. That and that's what last season was all about, was you go through the crap and you come out a stronger person.
Right.
And that is exactly what you're seeing in this first episode. On one hand, I was a little shocked, honestly.
Yeah, I was too. I was totally shocked.
You know, because...
Jump in anytime.
Absolutely, yeah, just shut us up. You know,
I know we're hard to get a word in edgewise, I know. She's like, I was a little surprised that she didn't, feel a little bad about it, but it also comes down to the fact that she does everything that she can, and there's only so much guilt that she can take on herself. Absolutely.
So I thought it was a great twist that it had her say, you know what, sorry, let's move on. Where's my sister?
Yeah, and as we've seen that things change from episode 1. I mean, and that's why I never look at episode 1 as the tell-all, there's a tell-all path for the rest of the season, because things will change, things will shift, and that's why, even though I said, could this be jumping the shark? Possibly, but I'm not gonna make that judgment call until I've seen more, at least half of the season. I mean, come on, because we know so much is gonna change and happen between now and episode 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and then all of a sudden we're to the end, toward the end half.
She's like, I got nothing to say.
I got nothing to say.
Okay, that's fine. But you're right. You're absolutely right about that. And I always get mad at people when they judge an entire season on like a handful myself. Right. And there's no way you can do that. I mean, you can say, okay, I don't like this.
Right.
You can say, I may not like where it's going, but you can't judge a whole season like, oh, season 6 sucked after like the first couple episodes.
Right. You can't. There's no way.
If after 22 you still didn't like it, then fine. Right. I'll accept that.
But I always, we always trust in the Joss.
Absolutely.
I always say, I got to give everything a chance. I didn't think this first episode was bad by any means, but there was, like I said, we already talked about a lot of the things we didn't like about it.
And I think the only thing that can make me really, really hate this season is if they overdo this Dawn as Slayer thing. And I'll be honest about that.
And that's the thing I'm really scared about, is that we're going to start seeing a shift of focus from our old Scooby gang to Scooby 2 with Dawn and her posse.
Scooby 2.
And if that starts to happen, I'm going to be very, very upset.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm going to do, because I don't know. I'm not sure. But then I have some ideas of where I think Joss is going to take this show, if this truly is the last season.
Where Willow and Xander going to fit in? That's the question too.
That's a good question, and when we come back from this break, we're going to talk about Willow and Giles, what we saw of them, and a little bit of Xander, and a little bit of Anya, and then talk about Spike, because he actually had a big part to play in this, even though he was only in the last 15 minutes.
Even though he went insane.
Even though he went insane, in the good way.
I like it. Well, I didn't like it, but it was good. All right. All right, so, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Buffy, and this is Nickel doing Stupid Thing.
Isn't it?
That's not Stupid Thing.
You sure? You're right.
Damn, we just are sucking. This happened last week.
Oh, I read the numbers wrong.
Jeez, Candy needs glasses.
Hey,
I'm just saying that
I'm over here doing like everything. You sit over there and you talk.
And that's not enough? I took notes. You're lucky I took notes, Bivatch.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Bitch.
You're so mean.
I know.
She's so mean.
But I love you.
Shut up.
We still don't have it.
I'm getting there. Oh, my God. You are just impossible. You happy?
Yep.
My
Welcome back to the Succubus Club on KLBC.org, your truly underground radio station. I'm Kitty, that's Candy, that's producer Ethan, and that's Colleen. And we just heard Nickel doing Stupid Thing, and I got a few people that this song goes out to. It goes out to Chen, and her dedication is to the Troika because they rock. The song also goes out to Arwen, and it also goes out to Triana. So those are the people that requested Stupid Thing by Nickel.
You know, earlier I said, all you do over there is talk. But yep. I realize you do the intros and the outros, and if I were stuck to do those, I wouldn't know what the hell I was doing.
See, you'd cry like a little girl.
I would.
Whoa, that was a weird noise.
What's going on?
I'm hearing weird noises.
What did you do, Colleen?
I'm hearing...
I hear click, 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 click. I think we're being tapped.
Maybe. Well, let me just make sure I say that the views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of the staff and management of KLBC.org or of Long Beach City College or of any of us sitting here.
Any of us sitting here.
All right. Welcome back to the show. We are talking about last night's episode of Buffy Lessons, Season 7, Episode 1, directed by none other than Joss himself. I'm sorry, written by none other than Joss himself, directed by David Solomon. See, I had that written. I just looked at the wrong thing. We just kind of got through talking about some of the things we didn't like. Going back to high school, maybe, I don't know, we're not quite sure.
It has potential in a way.
Has potential, but is it jumping the shark? Who knows? None of us are too happy with the whole Dawn's crew thing going. Not liking that right now.
And we always want to make sure we say it has nothing to do with Michelle Trachtenberg. I think she's great. I have no problem with
she looks really
Michelle.
pretty this year. I think she's so gorgeous. She's growing. She's only going to get more beautiful.
Yeah, she's growing into a beautiful young woman. We have no problem with Michelle. I think she's a great actress. It is Dawn and her implementation into this group.
Yeah. Don't like it.
Yeah, not feeling it. Not feeling it.
Not feeling it. And when I was watching Restless the other day, and again we get that, Dawn's coming soon.
Come back before dawn, yeah.
Come back before dawn, and there's so many little things. So, all right. Well, we didn't really, we basically touched a little bit on Giles and Willow. Now, when Jane was here last season, she mentioned that when it opens, we will see Willow someplace. I said to Jane, I'm like, well, Willow killed somebody. Is she going to be in jail? I mean, what's going on? But I guess apparently skinning someone, when you're an evil witch, you get to go to a coven. Yeah. So she is in a coven, and the coven's afraid of her.
Which is interesting.
It's very interesting.
What I liked about this was, first of all, that they addressed it at all. That Willow, obviously I thought she would feel guilty. I mean, because that's Willow. Yeah. A line that I liked of hers, she said, I just want to be Willow. I mean, how many of us have said we just want the old Willow back or whatever? And I thought it was interesting that she said that. What I also found interesting is that Giles or whoever didn't try to get her to stop doing magic. Right. They're trying to get her to understand it a little bit more and understand where it came from, why it exists, why it works, and how it works, which I found really, really fascinating.
And I also liked how, I believe it was Giles, because when she said, I just want to be Willow, and he said something to the effect of, we might look the same on the outside. We might look
different on
the outside, but we're still the same person on the inside.
Which is essentially why she wasn't able to destroy the world, because she was still Willow.
Absolutely.
Which is that was the person that Xander was able to get to.
And she even wanted to give her powers away. She was like, well, take them. It's just, I don't want them anymore. Right. But Giles, this whole thing was, well, you need to learn how to use them.
Because the truth is, and we wondered this last year, how do you get you don't get rid of being able to do magic. How do you get rid of it? It's inside of her. Right. And that's, I think, something that they obviously realized, and they were trying to just harness it and turn it into something positive, which was, for example, how Tara was using magic. Right. She was using it for good, and Tara or Willow is a very powerful person, so you can't get rid of it. You just have to learn how to use it better. What did you think of those scenes?
Making the flower, the pretty flower now. I mean, that was the whole thing, and it's non-native, but it was some kind of power that she wanted for the magic.
Right. Which was important. It's something that they didn't really address as much last year as I had hoped, which was the reason why she was abusing the magic. It was because of the power that it gave her. And it wasn't like a drug. The way they used that whole magic drug metaphor really bothered me. But she was addicted more to the power than the magic itself.
Well, yeah, power is very addictive and it's very appealing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, we didn't touch on this earlier, and I'm kind of going backtrack a little bit. What do you guys think of the new school?
It's pretty.
Slaydale High.
I like it. It feels weird to be back in a school like that again.
Yeah, it is weird. It's interesting.
Very strange.
It's interesting.
But it looks good.
Yeah, it looks all right, you know.
Xander done a good job.
Yes. And Xander in a suit looking nice.
He looked great.
Yes, he looked very nice.
I had such a grin on my face when I first saw him.
See, Xander getting older. What did I say last week?
What did you? I barely remember what you say.
That the season's gonna end and Xander's gonna be a dad.
Oh, there you go. Responsible Xander.
That's my prediction.
Well, you know, Anya's never getting
right
pregnant
now.
looking the way she did last night.
Which brings us to Anya and Halfrek.
Nice to see Halfrek again.
Yes, it was. They're in the coffee house, and I knew this was going to come back because I was thinking to myself, at what point are they going to say to her, "Hello, Anya, have you done any vengeance lately?" I mean,
because you know what, they don't do it in real time. 3 months has passed since we last saw them, since they last existed in our eyes. So they have to fill us in on what's kind of been happening all summer long. So, and I was just wondering, you know, I didn't think that she was really doing any serious vengeance. Because she sort of changed. I mean... Sort of? A lot of. Yeah,
she's changed.
Well, she wanted to become a vengeance demon again for the wrong reason.
Right.
She wasn't really into it for revenge against mankind.
Right.
She just wanted revenge on Xander.
And, of course, they slip in that little thing that we get later when Halfrek said, you know, when she said, what is this, intervention? Why are all my demon friends here? She goes, well, they are here. Mm-hmm. Well, they were at the school. And that's what I came up with. This is her theory. It's my theory. Well, the people at the school with the talisman, it was vengeance.
So they are vengeance demons,
no,
or
they were
somebody
vengeance
there?
Demons, but I think that they were conjured by vengeance demons. I mean, it's vengeance. It's all about vengeance.
That's what they said. It's a manifest spirit controlled by the talisman, vengeance demons.
Yeah.
The ghosts.
So they were vengeance demons.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't get that.
Yeah. So that's what I got from it. So, you know.
Interesting.
There you go. But yeah, that outfit. Oh no.
Yeah, not good.
Oh no.
I don't like the darker hair again either.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's funny because we talk so seriously about the show, and then we always talk about the little, you know, fashion. And you know, I've already ragged on Buffy tonight.
It's important.
Well, they have so much money to do cool stuff with, and they get to do, like, dress them in these cool things.
And they put one in Argyle. They put one in a mama shirt.
I don't know what Buffy's wearing, and those pants.
And heels. And
Anya.
Ooh, but Giles looked good.
Well, Xander looked good. Giles looked good. Willow looked all right.
Spike looked great.
The hair, but, well, you know, the hair was something else.
That's for some...
Aside from the hair, Spike always looks good.
I think it looked fine last night.
The hair?
Yeah, it grew out of it. Although, you know, as a vampire, he's not supposed to be able to grow his hair.
No, I think he just has been... He doesn't have the gel.
Or he just wants to be Rocker Dude from Ghost of the Robot. I mean, I don't know.
That's probably...
I mean, to me, it looked like his hair's normally long anyway. I think he just wasn't wearing it back.
That's how he wears it over the summer. He lets it grow out, and it looks like that.
He shouldn't ever do that.
That's how it is.
James, stop. No, James, no.
We didn't really get too much into... We kind of moved on really quickly, but it was nice to see Giles again.
Yes. I know when we saw him, prancing on the horse.
Oh, it was so nice.
Prancing on the horse.
Yeah, okay.
It was really prancing.
Where's Ethan? Huh? No, just kidding.
There he is.
No, wrong Ethan. I'm sorry, Ethan. I didn't mean Ethan Rain. I'm talking about Ethan Rain. Yes. Other seasons. No, I loved seeing Giles again, especially in the first episode like that. And he may not be on every episode, but apparently he's going to be on, 10 episodes or something so far this season. And I love seeing him. And I'm glad he's the one with Willow, really, because he's really the only one who could get through to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
No matter how great a friend Xander or Buffy are to her.
Well, at this point, he's the only one that can help her.
Really, and the coven, and I'm curious to see how long she stays there, or if she comes back.
Yeah,
soon.
I'm interested because but also everyone else has to go on with their lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Xander's got a job, he's got things to do. Buffy's got to take care of Dawn, and it's not that they don't love their friend, but they've got to do what they need to do. And this is part of what Giles does, you know.
Right.
So phone's ringing.
Yeah, we didn't really get a lot about Xander. Obviously, all we saw from last night's episode was that he's working. He's got a lot of responsibility apparently because he's talking about his crews. I mean,
yeah,
and he's obviously probably a foreman of some type there, and which is great. That just means more success for him. He's more responsible. It's just grown up Xander, which I love. Grown up Xander because he's just so cute.
The suit, the car, everything.
Car's nice.
My car. I was gonna say, look at the car.
Hello.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let's see what else is there before we get to Spike because
I think we're still having mic problems. I think Colleen's gonna have to share with me.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's okay.
let us talk about, I guess we'll get to... Well,
should I read what I wrote here?
What Willow said
I want
about...
to read...
Go ahead.
Oh, it's just funny how this when Buffy embarrasses, Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
And I wrote, I go, Buffy embarrasses the shite out of Dawn. And just when it looks like she might actually have friends, then she freaks out on her own when she gives a pencil to a dead guy. No chance now.
Exactly.
No chance for friends now.
Yeah.
So, I like that.
Yeah, dead guys always screw it up.
Yeah, it's always about the dead guys.
Yes. But right after the third act, we get Buffy down in the basement. Or wherever.
Yeah, but we missed something.
What?
No, about the principal. We get the second time the principal talks to Buffy, and he sort of alludes to the fact that he knows who she is. Mm-hmm. And we don't know if he's going to be an a-hole or if he's going to be a nice guy. We know that she works there because most of us kind of knew that little tidbit, but
yeah.
I don't really know what his angle was yet, and I'm still not sure.
We're supposed to.
Right, but apparently he does know something about her.
Yeah.
And
how can you not?
Right. And then there's still talk about the big evil that is coming.
Right, and it's something that Willow alludes to. She says the Hellmouth is opening up. Yeah, the Hellmouth. Yeah.
But then again, could this big evil have something to do with those hooded guys in the beginning in Istanbul? Or maybe they're good guys. We don't know. We don't know.
I hate to think he put that in there for nothing.
Well,
like the
Joss
cheese
likes
guy.
to keep us guessing. Hey, the cheese guy.
Cheese guy meant nothing.
I know, but it was great.
Yeah, but it meant nothing.
And he was throughout that whole episode. But that episode was a dream episode. It was totally different.
Okay,
he's not going to pull St. Elsewhere on us.
Well, you know what that reminds me of?
Denzel Washington? He's cute.
Oddly enough, no, it didn't remind me of that. Speaking of another show, though, the cell phone.
I knew it was a cell phone, straight off.
Okay, but I didn't like the fact that there was a cell phone. It's two X-Files for me.
Yes.
Because they did everything on their cell phones. And if it weren't for those cell phones, they would have died in the pilot, those X-Files people.
Totally.
And so now we have this now she just calls everybody now, and that's just different. It's like...
I know, it's different.
It's like if Buffy got a car, and that would just be wrong.
I know. Well,
it would help her a lot, but it would be wrong.
Well, it's like in season 1 where we see the beeper once and we never see it again.
Exactly.
Good, because Buffy just doesn't have one. It's like the Slayer doesn't have... It's like Batman doesn't carry a gun.
Right.
The Slayer doesn't carry a phone.
Right. Or a
car or anything.
She doesn't carry a car.
She's all about her wits.
There's no car.
There's nothing. There's no electronic devices.
There's nothing. And it just makes it a little cheaper for me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because it made it so easy for her to say, oh, where are you? Oh, okay, I'll come get you.
Yeah, oh, you're in the basement? Okay.
And it click.
Just find the big gaping hole.
And how about this amazing reception? I'm like, shut up, Dawn, smack. I want to smack the crap out of her.
Well, she got smacked by the dead people.
Yeah, she did.
That's good.
Anything to say, Colleen?
Well, I think it's the whole thing about trying to keep tabs on her.
Yeah. That makes sense. No, it's logical. I get that it's logical that she got her a cell phone and that she has one herself. I get it.
But the principal says, oh, we're not supposed to have cell phones in our...
And then she just kept talking. Okay, that was funny. Okay,
that was pretty funny.
It was funny. A lot of good jokes came out of the stuff that I hated, but I'm just saying it bugged me.
Let's talk about the dead people. Should we talk? Or are we gonna take a break?
We can take a quick break.
Should we come back? Or should we wait? Should I talk about the dead people?
Go ahead.
Well, I don't have to.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, we have the dead people in the basement, and I think it was interesting because obviously these dead people need some sort of closure.
Right. That was the whole point.
What does that have to do with? Are they vengeance demons? Do they have anything to do with this new big evil that's coming? Or was it just like, well, we need something to throw in for the opening of the school because something bad had to happen the very first day. Right. The bathroom caves in. No one sees the dead people except Dawn and her two new friends. So,
they were the only ones that used that bathroom.
Exactly.
Although, did the guy go in the girls' bathroom or what?
No, he went looking for
smoking.
smoke.
He was smoking, so he had to die.
So he's obviously bad news.
Yeah.
Right, because all teens that smoke and have sex have to die.
They get beat up by that dude from Nightmares.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, Nightmares, the episode. Remember the kids went down to smoke and they got beat up?
Kinderstadt?
No, that was from Killed by Death.
Oh, right. Oh, the other guy.
That Mr. Ugly guy.
Mr. Bagman or whatever. No, that's from Geek Love. Sorry. Oh my God. I'm getting my things mixed up.
Aren't you all glad you tuned in tonight?
And everyone's like, we were really hoping tonight was going to be no rid of that weird randomness.
Oh, that's impossible.
Well, that's never going to happen. All right.
Are we done with the dead people?
I don't know. Are we?
I got something.
Go ahead. I got something.
Thank God.
The cultural thing with the Indians. When they dug up this is one of the things, but what about
Yeah.
Right.
This is
Poltergeist.
The World Trade Center. How can you build on something that has dead
Yeah.
people and just the energies and stuff that would come out of it?
Well, I'm wondering. Okay,
It's a good point. A lot of people died in that site. Like they said, some of those people, like random people. Like I died and no one even knew I was dead. Not me personally. Stop wagging your finger.
no, you confused me for a second. She brought in the World Trade Center, and now you're talking about the school
Yeah.
or the Indian thing.
No, the school. She's using the World Trade
Because she went
Center.
from the Indian thing from at the college. Okay, that whole idea about building on burial. Okay, gotcha. But the thing is that not everybody knew that there were dead people when the school exploded.
Right.
But I was even thinking of what about...
So, what I'm saying is, I'm sorry. I'm
Because
really,
they
really
were
sorry.
forgotten. That's what
Right.
she said.
But she's saying, why would they build on it? But they would, if they didn't know that they were there, they'd have no,
But
problem
come on, the
building.
school, like so much death happened at that school.
The janitor, what about the teacher, the student and the teacher?
Oh, from
From Iowa
Ice Cream.
Hefe, yeah.
And all those, and the janitor, wasn't that also from I Was Made to Love You? Or no, I Was Made to Love
Huh, that's Angel.
You. That's Angel. The one with Stanley, I can't remember his name.
Stanley?
No, was it not Stanley?
Come on, I want a name.
The one with the teacher and the boy.
Iowa Hefe, yeah.
We call it
I
Iowa
only have
Hefe.
eyes for you. I only have eyes for you.
It's Iowa Hefe.
Yeah.
But in the very beginning, the janitor being killed.
Yeah.
That's what I was just thinking. Is that janitor the same janitor?
Okay, so they died there, but their bodies didn't remain there. One assumes that they had a proper burial somewhere else.
But maybe they didn't because no one knew they were there. Because that's what that one girl said. She said,
Okay.
I didn't have family to look for me. No
Okay.
one cared that I was dead because no one missed me.
Okay.
She's like Invisible Girl.
No, I get everything you're saying. What I'm saying is if these people died on the campus and nobody knew about
Then
it.
why wouldn't they build on it?
Yes!
Because it's still, think about Sunnydale High, it blew up, monsters, all kinds of death has happened there so many times.
It's, corporate America, they're going to build wherever they got
I know,
space.
but I'm just saying they're just going to have consequences.
Well, good thing, because we got a whole season ahead of us.
Well, it's a good thing then.
Can we get the hell out of here?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Can we go home?
No.
Damn.
We still got to talk about Spike's hair.
Oh, Spike.
We haven't begun to talk about Spike
We have
yet.
not even begun to talk.
About Spike.
All right, what's next? Halo.
Hello, friendies. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Spike and wrap up. We'll get to that point at least, and talk about the end and visits from some old friends. So this is the Hello Friendlies, and this is for Ethan and...
Yeah, Ethan requested this.
It's also for Shred. It's for a couple people.
Cool.
And this is Runaway.
I
Welcome back to the Succubus Club on KLBC.org, your truly underground radio station. That was Halo.
Halo.
Halo. I don't know why I want to say Halo. Halo Friendlies doing Runaway, and that's for Shred. It was also for Ethan. And here is the dedication from Shred. Hi to all the peeps at the BuffyGuide.com forums and chat. Come back, Karma. We love you. Also, you know what I just realized?
What?
Was that the last few songs we played, I didn't say what episodes they came from. And I always say what episodes they came from. I got sidetracked. Background, Third Eye Blind, Faith, Hope, and Trick, 3.3. Obviously, Nickel, Stupid Things, School Hard, 2.3. And Halo Friendlies, smashed, 6.9.
Yeah.
Losing it. I'm going like Spike, losing my mind. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Succubus Club. This is Kitty. That's Candy. Ethan walked out of the room, doesn't love us anymore. And we have Colleen with us, hanging out. And hopefully you guys can hear. I know that there's been problems with the third. There's always a problem with the third mic. And, you know, I mean, it just feels like old times, doesn't it? So,
Aww, poor Ethan.
No, I was thinking of really old times.
I know, but
No, I know. No, Ethan, you know what? We love Ethan, and Ethan tries so hard to do all the things that we force on him to do. We're always barking orders at him. Ethan, do this. Ethan, do that. Ethan, answer the phone this way. You know, check our email. Bring us Rolos. Rub our feet. You know, and he does everything for us.
What,
he's
been rubbing your feet?
No, but I was hoping by saying that, he might go, wait, I was supposed to be doing that too? So here's my feet. What'd you say? Wait, say that?
I do give really good foot massage.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
and my feet really hurt because I stand on them all day. Also, hey, we need the three of us, because we're so busy and we're just so, you know, don't know what's going on in our own lives because we're freaking out. Someone email us the next episode of Buffy because we forgot the name. Thank you. Okay, I know we suck. Yes, we're professional. All right. So, if you're just joining us, we are talking about Lessons, last night's episode of Buffy, premiere of Season 7, written by Joss, directed by David Solomon. And we're pretty much getting to the end of the episode. I mean, and where we ended up was...
after the third act, Buffy goes down to the basement.
Right, and she's fighting the dead people, and then she sees Spike.
The door opens.
Okay, why is Spike living in the basement of the school?
Well,
what happened to his old place?
Well,
Clem was there last time.
Yeah, but did Clem just squat and say, hey, it's mine now, get out?
It's okay. Now it works. Yeah, he went back.
I mean, Clem's kind of a nice guy,
well,
so...
I'm thinking... Oh, I hope we see Clem again. I'm thinking that maybe Spike being as psycho as he is right now, he kind of maybe doesn't remember a whole lot.
Doesn't remember where he used to live.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a possibility.
He doesn't remember how he used to wear his hair.
Well, that's a really interesting point because... We've always been led to believe that when you become a vampire, you stop growing things.
Well, you do. But, again, it's the gel. He just didn't put it in. You know, he was traveling for a while.
I thought he looked good. I have no problem with Root Boy.
It's not the roots. It was the curls.
Well, he has naturally curly hair.
I know, but it just... Wear it like he normally wears it.
Well, he will. Did you see the previews for next week? It looks normal again.
Well, he also looks like he's not crazy anymore. Did he get over it?
I know.
I went crazy once, but I got better. I mean, what's going on? So... But I did like how Buffy mentioned that...
I like the duck.
Yeah, she says, you know, she's the dead guys that she dated were hotties.
Yeah.
And I did like that she admitted that Spike was a hottie, you know, so there you go.
Well, it was interesting because as soon as she went into that little room, she's like, are you alone? He says, yeah, it's just the three of us.
Okay, Mia and I were discussing this. Hi, Mia. Sorry, I didn't give you a shout out before.
Well, okay. Here's
His
my
crazy mind.
Well, at first,
the little green men. Okay, sorry.
How do I do a show with her? I have no idea.
No, the question you should be asking is how you do a show without me.
My first thought was he's speaking as if the soul is a third entity. His soul. The soul he got.
I don't think so. No, I'm just kidding.
Hello, I'm
totally kidding. I'm just making fun.
That was my first thought because I'm thinking, okay, who the hell is the third person? And then obviously we see that the third entity is that thing that changes. It was in there with him all this time. It's driving him crazy, obviously. So that's the third person. But she didn't pick up on it. She was too frazzled. She was looking for
And it was weird because I kept thinking that Buffy was going to, like, do something. Like, she was going to come to his aid or go, Spike, what's wrong with you? Or...
Well, she showed concern.
She did show concern, but then, you know, obviously she left. She had more important things to do.
Right, she has to
But it was weird. Like, she was just sort of, I don't know. It was... I guess I expected her to do more than she did, but I didn't think it was wrong that she didn't do more. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I didn't expect her to go and sit by his side and cuddle him until he felt better.
Well, I didn't think she was going to call him, but I thought maybe she'd help him out of that place.
Well, she had to go do the Dawn thing, and she said, I'll be back. Or she said, I'll come. Well, I don't know. She said something where it led me to believe that she'd come back.
See, I don't think I got that.
She
I thought
said
that
something.
She was just
I
like,
know
well,
she did.
see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. I mean, she was just kind of like, all right, we'll catch you later sometime.
Yeah, I mean, she said something like, we'll get back to that, or something like that.
Yeah, she said we'll get back to that, but I think she just meant to his craziness. I don't know.
Well, you got to figure, we're assuming it's been 3 full months, or at least around that, since she's seen him.
Right.
Or more. And the last time she saw him was not on the best terms. You got to figure things are going to be a little tense between them.
One of our listeners emailed me some fanfic that she wrote. I emailed that to
Colleen,
you.
yeah.
Different Colleen. And
No, you wrote it.
And she had the greatest little tidbit that she had in there of Buffy smelling Spike's jacket and just rubbing it all. It was great.
Hello.
It was really good. I was like, ooh, I like this. And of course, Willow was wearing Warren. She was wearing her human coat.
Uh-huh.
It was great.
Okay, so obviously Spike has lost his mind. Now, I'm assuming that we'll get an idea of why or how this happened in coming episodes.
Yeah, it was a little...
Are they practicing
This is the
again?
drum corps again. I was a little disturbed by
him.
that. I was a little like, why
Why crazy?
Why
is he
crazy, and why does he look like he's going to be okay next week?
Well, this is one of those times I really wish I had taped the show, because I would love to have gone back and listened to everything he had said, because I'm assuming that there are little clues in everything he said, because he was rambling. And can I say he does a crazy vampire much better than David Boreanaz? Thank you very much.
Please, yes.
Because, a lot of people are concerned that now that Spike has a soul, it's going to be a lot like Angel. And I was afraid that when I saw him going crazy, I'm like, wow, this is just like when Angel went crazy. But I'm like, well, maybe they're not going to do it.
Well, I thought when I first saw him that he was going to help her. Dun, 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 I'm here to help you.
But then he goes and crawls in a corner.
And he's like, no, the light, make it go away, yeah, because originally I thought, like, oh, he's going to help her.
Mm-hmm.
And then no help there.
I think it would have... I'm glad that there's some kind of an effect here, that the soul did not just come and he's fine and he's just doing whatever he's doing. I like to see that it affected him in some way. How he got that way, I'm waiting to see. I'm going to assume it's a lot more than he bargained for.
A lot more than he
expected. Yeah, and let's talk about, last week you mentioned your thoughts on Spike and the soul.
Yes, and I got a few emails about that.
Now, if you weren't listening last week...
shame on you.
Yeah, Kitty basically said that she, after rewatching the last few episodes of Season 6, or Spike went to Africa or wherever to get his soul back, or to do whatever, she believed, after rewatching, that he did not go there to get the soul.
That wasn't his intention.
However, we brought up and talked about the fact that Jane Espenson was here on the show and said, yes, that's why he went. And she still didn't believe it.
And then we got an email from people saying that it was in an interview that Joss had said that was the intention. However, James, the actor, did not know that.
Right.
So that kind of makes up for my feeling of Spike didn't go there for his soul.
Well,
because if James, as an actor, playing Spike, did not know that that's why he was going there, he would not have acted like that's what he wanted.
They fooled you.
Okay, they fooled me. They duped me, whatever.
No, but that was the point. That was what they wanted to do. They did their job.
Well, they did their job, and they convinced me that Spike did not go there for his soul.
That's all I'm saying. But he did.
Well, I still think he did. They're wrong. Joss, wrong.
Jane's just wrong.
Joss is too busy doing Firefly. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing over Buffy.
My God. Okay, so...
we really need to talk to Marty. She's the one. She'll know.
Anyway,
I'm calling her. I'm calling her up. Marty, give me the scoop.
So what did you think about this very last scene?
I love the last scene
that we see. I mean, I had heard rumblings that they were bringing back old characters for at least an episode. Well, didn't know exactly why.
I'm really glad they didn't obviously give them away in the credits.
Right, obviously, yes.
It was a smorgasbord. It was so fun to see all of them come back. But of course, okay, you see Warren, and I know you eked.
I have an absolute push fetish, okay? I admit it, and everyone else pretty much knows it. But I also knew from...
Spike. Oh, okay.
So we see Warren, and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, he's not really dead? You mean... And then I thought, Spike's a robot. Like, that makes perfect sense. He's gone insane because he's not real. Warren's not really dead. He made a robot of Spike. And I'm like, that really doesn't make sense.
See, all this goes through your head really quickly. That's
yes, it was all going through my head. Then all of a sudden we see...
morphs into glory.
Oh, no. And I went, no! And I flipped out. I'm here it says, although I about lost it when I saw glory, I thought
My dad cackled.
I flipped out. I was like, oh my God, no. My worst dreams have come true, because at this point, I hadn't figured out that it was sort of like the montage of villains.
Right. It's only the second person. You're like, what the hell?
And I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, oh my God, please, because they're talking about, the big one and the villains and this evil. I'm thinking, oh God, please say they're not bringing her back. Like
And
they really would. And then we see Adam. And here's where I came with my brilliant idea. Okay, my brilliant
This is
idea.
great. I think this is interesting.
So Adam's like saying, in his Adam voice, talking to Spike.
And he calls him
17.
Yeah.
And he's calling him 17. He's like saying, the Slayer's right where we want her. And I'm like, oh my God. It was all an initiative ploy. They captured Spike, put that chip. It was all and he was programmed to get close to Buffy, so he could have this whole thing. It was right here. Okay. Insinuate that Spike being with Buffy is all part of the master plan. Maybe the chip was meant to do all that. Or not.
Or not.
Well, but I seriously, of course, this is running through my head. It's like
yes, very quickly.
So I'm thinking, oh my God, it's all part of the initiative master plan. How brilliant.
And then
the mayor. We see the mayor. And I was like, oh,
I know,
mayor.
I totally missed the mayor. Oh my God.
I love the mayor.
I really didn't realize how much I missed him until I saw him.
And once I saw the mayor, I was like, oh, I get what they're doing.
You're like, wait, 4 people in, now I get it.
I get it. Now I see what they're going for.
You know what? I didn't even get the seasonal thing until after it was Buffy up there. I'm like, wait a minute. But go ahead. Let's go back.
So then we get the mayor. I love seeing the mayor, and of course he's always, spewing his wise rhetoric about everything. And then we see Drew, because I was thinking, well, Spike's already there, so who's going to be?
Yeah, the second season.
And then we get to see Drew, and that was so beautiful to see her. She was just so wonderful. And then the master.
Now, you see, aside from Spike and Drew, he was my favorite big bad.
I know.
Hands down. Hands down.
I know. Next would be the mayor.
I was thrilled to see Mark Metcalf again.
Yeah, next would be the mayor for sure. It was like, basically, you got Spike and Drew, the master and the mayor were like the best villains. Adam was pretty cool, just in the sense of he was so weird, And then we see Buffy.
Yeah, it pans up to the very last line of the entire show.
The time of them going back to the beginning.
Yeah, he's the master. The master says we're going back to the beginning, and then it pans up to Buffy. I'm like, who's going to be there now? Because I see it panning. I'm like, who the hell are they going to show now? And it's Buffy, and she says it's all about the power.
See, it comes full circle.
Comes full circle from the beginning of the show.
Just like high school.
Who's got the power? It's all about the power.
So, what's the deal?
I think, that's what millions of people across the country are wondering themselves.
What's the deal? Is she the ultimate evil?
Is Buffy the ultimate evil? Is the Slayer the ultimate evil? Well, we go back to... I'm surprised that person standing there wasn't the first Slayer.
Yeah.
That would have made a little more sense if we're going that way. Well, they've often said that the Slayer's powers are rooted in evil.
That's true.
They've said that since, season 5 when that all started.
And she has defeated most of the evil. Like those evil that were there.
The biggest evils. She's defeated the Master. She's defeated a god, for heaven's sake. She's defeated all these people. What's left?
It's true.
Yeah, who knows?
It was interesting. So I was like, what? I was like, oh, I get this now. And I'm like, huh?
I know. It leaves you with this huge question mark, which is what they want.
And I love the end. I thought the end was great.
It was great.
And it made me hungry for more. It made me forget for a minute about Dawn and her little crew. And I was very intrigued. And at that point, I was like, okay, I'm like, this is good. I like where this is going. But I'm a little frightened by the whole Dawn thing.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I say that all the other characters, I'm very intrigued to see what's going to happen with them. I want to see where Willow goes and how this progresses. I want to see how often Giles is coming into the picture. I want to see what happens with Anya and Xander.
And the reunion of Willow with the friends.
The gang,
like Willow with coming back with Xander and Buffy and seeing how that's all going to pan out. So.
And Spike, I want to see how he gets uncrazy really quick.
She's got quotes.
I got my quote from the last very quote is no right, no wrong, master, and it's about the power.
Yeah. That's interesting. The no right and there's no wrong.
Meaning that the lines between good and evil are blurred. Because when you say that Buffy is the ultimate, that the Slayer's powers are rooted in evil, then there is no right or wrong.
Right.
When you go back that far to the root of evil or power, you know, even if you're one of those people that like are really into the science fiction with God and the devil,
right,
they're really working for the same team.
Right. And
know?
I wonder how much of this goes back to maybe something that I mentioned early on in the scene with Dawn. How much of this is taking away the folklore of the Slayer's power? You know, because they've always alluded to the fact that it's a special power that the Slayer has that nobody else has. You know, a strength, a certain intuition, whatever. And it's something that only females have, all this stuff. And I'm wondering if maybe he's trying to take that power away from, he being Joss, trying to take it away from her in a bad way, giving it kind of to anybody who wants it, being Dawn. I'm just, you know, all these
I agree with you.
go through my head.
No, I totally see where you're going, and I'm hoping that's not it, because
I am too.
That would really downplay and sort of cheapen. It would cheapen her abilities and cheapen the Slayer.
Haven't they, the last few years, though, cheapened what the Slayer's abilities are in a lot of ways? They made Willow really more powerful. They've made it so that all the other characters were able to help her in ways that maybe she couldn't help herself.
But all those other Slayers in the past have died.
True.
Died way sooner than Buffy.
Absolutely. Well, yeah.
And that was another big thing with the Slayer, that there's never been a Slayer and her friends. It's always been a Slayer by herself. So Buffy having extra help and having her friends be powerful able to help her has made her being able to last this long.
Right.
But perhaps that's cheating instead of cheapening. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you think, Colleen? What do you think about this?
I want to know how big this thing is.
Well,
that's the thing. I wonder how they're going to bring back. Yeah, I think they are cheapening the Slayer role
closer
and everything.
Yeah.
And who's the girl in the beginning? And who are those people in the beginning?
All great questions that hopefully will get answered in the next few weeks and over the next few months.
It looked like a
regular episode.
A regular, weird, funny episode.
It looked like it did. It looked like a funny episode.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about the title of that episode.
Did we get it? Did someone email us the title?
No.
Meanies.
Right.
Meanies. No, they'll do it. You know there's like 10 of them in there.
We'll get it by the end of the show. Don't worry. I know it's something I should know.
And the thing is, it's like I was totally online today at school because my computer at school is so fast.
Let's make that your job every week to check what next week.
I know, and the thing was, I was on our site. I was, Power Star. I was doing all this stuff, and I just didn't. It just didn't even occur to me.
Okay, that's okay.
Because I was,
I'm sure everybody at home already knows. So
of course,
if we tell them, there's really no point.
Right? They're just like, oh, we know what it is.
We know they're kind of lame over there.
So,
overall, let's do an overall.
Okay,
let's do an overall.
Okay, Colleen, overall. Okay.
Go ahead.
Me, overall. Kitty, overall. Okay, overall, at first, I didn't like it because I was a little worried about the whole regression back to high school, and seeing Dawn and her two little friends freaked me out a little bit too much, a little too mirrored of what it was for Buffy, Willow, and Xander. I loved the end. I really liked the intrigue of not knowing what's going to happen.
Right.
I'm interested in the principal. I'm interested in that Buffy's finally going to have something she feels that she can actually do.
Right. And
maybe get paid for it. And I'm interested to see where it's going to go. But it was, for me, I didn't love it, but I did like it. And I'm not giving up. No way.
Absolutely.
Well, I know people do.
Yeah. Colleen.
Okay, I give it a 4-star out of 5. 5 being a
okay.
It's more with feeling and stuff. I just want to see what's going to happen. It's the first episode. It's the first one we're going to see. Of course, tune in for every other episode.
Of course.
It just isn't. It's just. I wasn't completely satisfied with it.
Yeah, it didn't sell me as much as maybe previous first episodes of seasons have. Obviously, it's better than Anne.
Oh my god.
But I liked, much like you guys, I liked parts of it, didn't like others. Am intrigued. As a first episode, it wasn't bad. It kind of caught us up on what's happening with everybody, and it kind of shoved us in a direction. I liked that it kind of made a statement. It said, this is where we're at. This is the setting this year. We'll be back at the high school. We have this new principal. It established some things, and yet it left some things open to see what happens in the next few episodes, which is what I like.
And I just hope we see some new things.
I thought I was on my turn.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, basically, I'm like you in that I did not love it, which is shocking for me. I love almost all of Joss's work. But I liked it. I liked it a lot more by the end than I did at the beginning. So there you go.
Like I said, I just wanted to see some new things.
Yeah.
You know, like dead ghosts in the bathroom. We've seen that.
Well,
dead ghosts. Okay,
how many things can you? I mean, they've done almost everything.
Well, yeah, but they've surprised us in lots of other ways.
Yeah,
too.
I know. I'm just saying that my
No, I'm not saying it's like I'm criticizing to the point that, oh my God, it's horrible.
Right.
I'm just saying I hope and I know we will, see some new and interesting things. I mean, like when you think of The Gentleman and when you think of some cool villains, I hope that we see some cool monsters and villains.
I'm sure we will. I bet we will.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk, mention a couple newsworthy items, and then we'll talk about Firefly really quickly, and then later in the show, we're going to have Kitty Torture.
Oh, no. All right, this is, now this was a request, and this is someone who requested a song today. Actually, this will get in for you as well, because this was a request from last week. It's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, mine too.
Who doesn't love this song? This is Kay's Choice, Virgin State of Mind.
And it does start slow, I know that.
Welcome back to the Succubus Club on KLBC.org, your truly underground radio station. That was Kay's Choice doing Virgin State of Mind from one of my favorite episodes, Doppelgangland 3.16. And that goes out to Gray Pilgrim, to Dean, Everdon, Pilgrim, and Wolfguard. And that also goes out to, where'd it go? To Black Magic Bitsy. And the dedication is, hey, Kitty and Candy, I dedicate the song to you.
Hey.
To us.
Hey.
Because we rock.
Woohoo.
And this also goes out to the people who are spoiler-free. So thank you, Black Magic Bitsy, and thank you, Gray Pilgrim, for requesting that song, because I love that song.
Very cool.
And welcome back to the show. We just wrapped up Lessons, what we thought about it. We liked it, but there were things we didn't like about it. We are definitely anxious for for it to just keep rolling.
Yeah.
You
Curious
know,
to see what's going to happen.
Curious to see what's going to happen. Curious to see how everything's going to pan out.
So in that respect, it did its job, you know.
Yeah, it totally did its job. It's, we're all coming back. So,
dude, it's an 11-minute song.
Well, you know, it's all because we love Not So Shy Girl.
She gets 4 minutes. Stop.
She gets 4 minutes tops.
No, anyway.
So,
we're back.
We're back, and I guess this is technically our random thoughts.
This is random thoughts.
Dun 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 dun.
Let's talk about this thing on Saturday.
Yes. Okay. Saturday, at the Sunset Tower Records, correct? Joss and I believe Amber and I don't know who else.
It just says
Assorted cast. Assorted cast, meaning not Sarah. Will be at. Well, I don't know that for sure, but come on. We'll be at the Tower Records on Sunset at 1 p.m. on Saturday, signing copies of Once More with Feeling. However, someone posted it to our mailing list.
Yeah, I meant to put it up, and I forgot.
But we, you know, I just got it today. Oh, right, I'm on Digest.
You're on Digest.
So, but apparently you need tickets. Now, Colleen, you can tell us a little bit about that.
I don't actually know about the ticket thing.
She was able to get tickets.
I was able to get tickets through
A radio station.
Yeah, a radio contest, and I got actually front of the line tickets.
So you might not be able to go. You're not sure yet.
I don't know the number, but call Friday afternoon usually is when they release tickets, if there are tickets available.
Okay.
And I think that whoever posted to our list put a number, or just the Tower Records on Sunset, and call and find out. And here is our ploy to you guys out there. I, Kitty, cannot go. There was absolutely no way. I already made plans. Our friends of ours just had a baby, and we're going to go visit them and see their new baby.
And I live 3.5 hours away from LA.
So I already made plans before I even knew this was going to happen, so there's no way I can go. So here is the plea to you.
If you're
Nobody
going.
knows me.
Singing.
I was getting into Depeche Mode. I'm sorry. So here's the plea to all of you out there who actually are going to go, who listen to our show. When you see Joss, bug the crap out of him. Tell him. Mention the Succubus Club. Say, Joss.
Yeah, do it real cool like.
Do real cool like, hey, Joss, how come you haven't been on the Succubus Club? Everyone else has. Say, Joss, we'd really like to see you on the Succubus Club. Joss, what's up? How come you're not on the show? Just, let it slip.
Yeah, and then walk away.
And then just walk away.
After you get your signature, just walk.
And they'll be totally perplexed. Like, be like, Joss, come on, what's the deal? Everyone who's anybody goes on the Succubus Club.
Exactly.
So, and we're hoping that by the end of the day, he's going to be so, bewildered by this whole thing. And he knows about it. So it's not like he's going to be like, who are these people?
Well, he might.
He might, though. He might go, who are these guys again? So the more that you guys, if you actually get in touch with him and see him face to face, the more you bug him and mention it just in passing, the more intrigued he will be. So when he gets my letter that I've been composing, he'll go, oh, all right. And so then by the time we see him at the PBP,
it's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
It's done, and we'll have him in by the end of the year.
And again, for those of you who just maybe tuned in this time, our campaign for this year is to get Joss on the show.
That's the thing. That's our thing.
That's our thing.
Everybody has a thing. You have a thing. You have a thing.
Every season there's a thing. Our big bad is getting Joss on the show.
Our big bad.
That's our goal this year, because it's probably last season of Buffy, probably last season of the Succubus Club. We got to go out with a bang.
Absolutely.
And we need your help. We need all you wonderful listeners who we love so much, who've always supported us. We need your help. Obviously, if you don't feel comfortable about confronting Joss and saying, hey, man, get on the show, of course, don't do anything you're not going to be comfortable doing. But we know you guys.
Just remember, come Listener Appreciation Day.
Yes, exactly. And,
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm just... Yeah.
And there might be a Rolo in it for you. A pack of Rolos right here.
If there's one left. Or we just might give them out single.
There might be a pack of Rolos in it for you. So, anything you can do to help. We know you guys are totally nuts and crazy and love to do crazy things, so we know that you'll do it.
Yeah, Buffy fans, nuts and crazy.
We're all wacky.
And if Colleen ends up going, she will do it for us. We've already bribed her.
Should we give her 2 Rolos?
We gave her Rolos.
We gave her Rolos already.
The payment's taken care of.
So that's our plea. Thank you very much in advance if you choose to help us out with that. We would really appreciate it.
We're also going to try and get some copies of Once More with Feeling, the soundtrack, to give away at various times throughout the season, and then perhaps have everybody sign to give away also at the end of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really quickly, we have a new listener in New Zealand I wanted to say hi to who wrote in, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Out in New Zealand. I believe he said he listens, it's like 1 o'clock on Thursday for him.
In the afternoon, or
in the afternoon?
Oh, okay.
In the afternoon on Thursday. So he's not staying up in the middle of the night or anything
Good for him.
like those UK people.
And like Ellen from Cairo.
Yeah. So he gets it right in the middle of the day, which is nice. And so we wanted to give a big shout out to him. Thanks for dropping us a line. If you're a new listener and you want to say hey,
even if you're not from a foreign country.
Yeah, which is just kind of cool to us, but we appreciate you stateswide people too.
And that's what's so cool about the internet, because we can reach people like down the street and across the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's really neat. So,
absolutely. So we want to make sure we got that shout out. We only have a few more minutes left till the break. Let's talk about Firefly really quick. Fearfully.
Okay, I fell asleep. And it wasn't because I was bored. It just...
You said it was because you were bored.
No, it wasn't. It's Friday night. Okay, you don't understand. Friday night and me don't mix.
Okay.
It's like everything that happened to me during the week of school comes to a head, and I just zonk out.
Okay. No, I get that.
Ask any teacher what it's like for them on Friday night.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And we're exhausted. And even all my teacher friends, not just me, Friday night, 8:30, between 8:30 and 9, I'm gone.
Dead.
I'm dead. And about 8, did it start at 8 or 9?
9.
See, that's even worse.
Was it 9?
I thought it started at 8.
Something on
I think it started
after
8.
it? Oh, okay.
So right around 8:30, yeah. Don't remember a thing.
Sorry.
I can't remember where I left off on the show. I remember them being somewhere. Well, I remember
they were alive and they were somewhere.
I remember the prostitute lady, the respectable prostitute.
Right.
I remember she was a hottie. I remember that she was a hottie, and I remember that she helped them get off that weird island.
Okay.
Planet.
Where they were being, held.
I remember that.
Okay,
and that's
that was
all
right
I remember.
Around halfway.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, I think it was a little about halfway.
But I can tell you the first half I didn't really like that much.
Okay, fair enough.
But then again, I didn't see the end. So
Colleen, did you watch the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing. Me and my friend are both love Nathan
Fillion.
Fillion.
Nathan Fillion is a babe.
Which
I
one
love
is he?
him. The lead guy.
Oh, I like
Mal.
the blonde guy.
Mal is. Oh, I love Nathan. I used to watch him on
I like
One
the
Life to Live.
blonde guy, the guy who flies the
Yeah,
plane.
whatever. I like Nathan. See, I knew him from even years before.
I like the blonde guy who flies the ship. And you know what? Because he looks like one of my teachers when I was in college.
Anyway, back to Nathan. He's a babe. And he's a good actor. I mean, he really is.
And that's probably why even more than watching it for John, I watched it for him.
He's a very personable...
I didn't know who he was.
Well, he's a very personable actor who I've always enjoyed. I didn't watch him as much on Two Guys and a Girl, but I watched him on One Life to Live, and I loved him then. He has
See,
this...
I don't know either of those shows.
One's a soap opera, one's a half-hour
I
comedy.
know what they are, but I never
telling you.
saw them.
I'm just telling you.
Okay.
What his appeal is that he's appealing to both male and female because he's not too good looking for guys to go. He's just a pretty boy. He's he's like an everyday guy. Guys can like him and girls can like him. And what I was impressed with was his ability.
So is Brad Pitt like too cute?
He is almost too much of a pretty boy.
But my husband thinks he's a great actor.
He is a great. I'm not saying he's not a great actor.
Brad Pitt. Okay,
Brad Pitt is a great actor.
Sorry, I digress.
No, what I was impressed with, though, was his ability to handle a Joss Whedon script, which meant, because you have to have good timing, you have to have that ability to do the humor, and then switch it into some drama right away. And I was impressed with his ability to do that.
And it was written by Joss and Tim.
And Tim.
Good friend of the program, Tim Minear. Soon to be good friend of the program, Joss Whedon. It's a bold statement.
I wanted to see what the real pilot was going to be like. This is the second pilot.
This was the redone pilot. Yeah.
I think,
aren't they airing it later in the year or something?
I think they are, but how are they going to fit it in?
Who knows?
But what? I think, didn't I hear, someone told me, I don't know, that maybe they reshot it because there was too much character development?
Too much?
Yes! That there was not enough action. Too much character development. I started cracking up. I'm like, oh my God.
That's sad.
It is sad.
Welcome to Fox.
Exactly. I was just like, oh my God. Anyway, that's just what I heard.
I thoroughly, I didn't know what to expect, honestly, because when I first heard it was a Western set in space, I'm like, what? Huh? What happens to the horses? What did the horses do?
Well, they had horses, didn't they? They had those wagons.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the planets themselves had like things on it that were like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like they mixed them together. I didn't know how it was going to be.
Yeah, that's true.
I was kind of impressed with their ability to mix the two together because I was really weary of that. And I think it's the only thing that's the Western aspect is, and I told you this earlier. It's the only thing that's going to set it apart from it being like another Star Trek. Hopefully, the writing will do that. But Star Trek's was a good show. All the different variations.
I like Picard.
Picard was good. But I don't know. I thought it was a good opener. It makes me want to come back for the next week, though the previews didn't look all that impressive. Although next week is written and directed by Tim Minear. So I'm going to give it a shot. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. It was funny. It brought us in with like some humor and some action, and it got to the morals kind of a little bit later in the heart. I didn't think it sucked, which I almost was hoping it would.
Why?
Honestly, I really was hoping it would just get canceled after one episode.
Why?
Because then Josh could come back to Buffy.
Do you think he would?
I don't know.
He'd be all depressed and just sit and eat ice cream.
But you know my theory. You know my theory about this is that he'd be so depressed, and that's when we'd hit him to come to the show because he had nothing. He'd have nothing else to do. He'd be so depressed. He'd turn into like a drug addict or an alcoholic, and then we'd be able to like.
And we'd save him.
Yes, and we'd bring him on to the Succubus Club. He'd have nothing better to do.
Good angle.
See, that's what I'm thinking. So I was kind of hoping it'd get really bad ratings. It could be. Like,
so only people that are really bummed out and down in the dumps come on our show.
Yeah, pretty much. Colleen, sorry about that. No,
like, hey.
It was my momentary reasoning.
Yeah, I mean, I was bummed I fell asleep because I think John actually liked it, and I think he's like, well, you didn't see the end, you know.
Ending was good.
And I was so bummed because I was really excited about seeing it, and then emailing Tim just to say, hey, good luck, you know, good show. You know, I just wanted to be able to...
You should do that anyway. Just lie to him.
Well, I'm going to. But I want to wait till I see the second one.
See next week's, because he does both.
Because I want to at least be able to say, hey, Tim, just, you know, nice job, you know.
I'd love to still have him
Tim's
come
a nice guy, and yeah, exactly, and that would make me go, and would you like to come in? So, you know.
Nice angle.
Is that a good angle?
We angle these people to death.
And I'm going to tell him we got Rolo.
I will, too. I'll tell Drew that.
Tell Drew we got Rolos.
So, yeah, that's what I think. Ethan, what did you think? Thumbs up.
This is Ethan. Thumbs up. Okay. With a little snap.
How's that email coming?
Oh my God.
Poor Ethan's going to go crazy just staring at the computer screen. You guys don't understand. It goes so slow.
Now, what's the new angel called? Oh, it just moved. What's the new angel called? Like From Above or Beneath?
Oh.
Oh my God.
Ethan knew. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Ethan, that's so scary. Ethan, here.
Uh-oh. Kitty is getting up and giving up her co-hosting duties to Ethan. No. I think we got to take a break. When we come back, it's time for Kitty torture. Oh, I know you're trying to put it off. I know you are.
Oh, no. I'm just going to eat some Rolos out in the hall. See ya.
And then she disappears. All right. Okay, this next song is 11 minutes long, but we're not playing all 11 minutes.
No, we're not. But we're going to play
no matter how much we love her.
A little bit of it. Yeah, this is for Not So Shy Girl, and we love her to death. And this is her request, Watching Me Fall by The Cure.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Succubus Club on KLBC.org, your truly underground radio station. That is The Cure, and we're going to kind of keep playing that in the background. And that is a song called Watching Me Fall, and that's for Not So Shy Girl, and that's from Who Are You, and that's season 4, episode... So, can't remember, it's like 15 or 16. I suck, oh my god. So, it's one of those, but it is Who Are You, and that's for Not So Shy Girl. Welcome back. I'm Kitty, that's Candy. Hey. Ethan to my right, Colleen to my left, and the Rolos in front of me.
Where they belong.
Where they belong. And Ethan, who said, I don't want to eat any Rolos, I'm sick of them.
Snatched some.
He snatched some Rolos. So, and again, peer pressure. Everyone's doing it. And, you know, again, anyone who comes on the show, get some Rolos.
I
Colleen's proof.
How can you turn that down?
I don't know. Just remember to tell Joss about the Rolos and the key lime pie. Tell him, and water.
Water. Good water.
Maybe some cheese if that's what he likes. Okay. I know, but he doesn't know that.
Okay.
He'll say, where's the cheese? I'll say, there's no cheese. What are you talking about?
It's the new cheese-flavored Rolos.
We finished talking about lessons, and next week's episode of Buffy is called Beneath You. A little ode to...
Beneath you or beneath me?
Beneath you. A little ode to Spike. You're beneath me.
One would hope.
I'd like Spike to be... Okay, you know, I'm not going to say that because I know some of my students are listening.
Let's get on to the most important part of the show.
Okay, wait, it's a little loud. Should we take it down a bit? Because I need to concentrate.
I'm sorry.
For none other than...
Because if the music's too loud, she definitely won't get them right.
Right.
Because that's the only reason she gets them wrong.
Right.
It's time for... Kitty Torture. Dun, dun, dun.
And I shot myself in the foot on this one. She gave me a choice because we had 2 sets of questions that came in. And
two people have submitted Kitty Torture.
Thanks, guys. Really?
One was season 3 and one was season 5 from various episodes in each season. And I gave her the choice. I was going to go with season 3 because it was the first one that we got. And I wasn't going to give her the choice. But I did. And she said season 3.
And then Candy kind of looked at me slyly and laughed. Ha ha ha. So now it's time to make your wagers. Now I kicked butt last week.
Yes.
20 out of 25.
This one has...
I do have help this week because Colleen will be here to help me if I cannot get the answer right.
This has 20 questions with a bonus 21st question.
Ooh, a bonus round.
They were submitted by Shug.
Hi, Shug.
Our listener,
Shuggy.
One of our listeners in the UK.
Get Shuggy with it. He's probably like, okay, I've never heard that one before. Gee, Kitty, you're so original.
That's like people telling me, oh, hi, Candy. Oh, that's so sweet. Your name is so sweet.
That's so dumb. People say that to you?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Isn't it? I know.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, this is from episode 15 of season 3, and that is Consequences.
Oh, crap.
You see, this is the funny part.
Give me the synopsis.
This is the funny part. Colleen and Kitty just ran through the entire season out of Colleen's book. Yeah, she's running la 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 la, and each one, Kitty's going, okay, I do okay on that one. I do okay on that one. No, not so much, not so much. So afterwards, she says, okay, you're not going to tell me which one it is. I said no. She said, is it one that I said I'd do good on, or that I wouldn't do good on? And I said the latter,
the one that I wouldn't do good on. And yes, I said, oh, Consequences. I don't think I'd do very good on that. Thanks, Shug. All right,
here we go, kids. You ready?
Yep. Or Shug. Sorry.
Shug. Number 1. Who else is in Buffy's dream at the beginning? See, what we're going to do is we're going to give Kitty the opportunity to answer first. If she cannot, she asks for Colleen's help, and then they both...
Well, besides her?
Yeah, sure.
Faith.
Okay, there's 2 people in there. So you got half of them. You got one of them. One of the 2 people. There's 2 people. You want me to give you... Oh, okay. Okay, do you know any more? Kitty?
No. Okay, Faith?
Faith and the mayor's...
How come nobody can... She's not getting anything. Oh, the button.
Okay, the vice mayor.
Yeah.
Huh?
Alan Finch. Deputy Mayor Alan Finch.
Oh, this is the one right after she kills the guy.
Consequences.
Okay, I just need a synopsis. I just need, to get my bearings. Sometimes I forget.
Number 2. How does Cordelia describe Wesley?
Hottie?
Not then.
Wait, is this after they kissed?
No, they didn't kiss till the end of the season.
Okay, wait. He's so, sophisticated. She says he's so, classy. What?
New watcher?
Close, but no cigar. Giles, The Next Generation.
Oh, right.
Same right idea, but no.
Okay.
Number 3, on what subject is Cordy looking for a book in the library?
Oh, wait. Okay, wait.
Okay, I'll wait. Since I got nothing.
No, I remember. She walks in.
Very good.
It's still a library, isn't it?
Okay.
And she's asking for like the Trojan War, but if something like that. But if I'm gonna die, then I don't have to do this anyway. I don't know.
Colleen? Correct.
What? Oh, it was like geography or something.
Did you hear her squeak?
Psychology?
Yes, it's psychology. Number 4. How does Faith describe Cordy when Wesley shows interest in her? Oh, this is cute. How does Faith describe Cordy when Wesley shows interest in her?
See, I got Colleen over here going, I know it. I'm like, damn it. These are hard. I don't know.
Colleen? Right. First word jail, second word babe. Number 5. Number 5.
Just stop moving over there. She's like, I know it.
Number 5. How does the mayor try to cheer himself up?
Ritual sacrifice? Wait.
Usually.
A good kill?
No.
Wait. Wait.
I'm waiting.
Milk and cookies?
No, Colleen.
Shredding stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
he uses the shredder.
Ugh, that would cheer me up too.
Not the shredder like cheese.
No, I know some.
Number 6. What do Buffy?
B. Hey, B.
What do Buffy and Faith find out in Alan's office that Buffy thinks is suspicious?
Alan?
The deputy mayor.
Oh, isn't he dead? He's not dead yet. No, he's dead.
Right. They go to his office. What's suspicious about it?
That's clean.
You know, I might even give that to you. Do you have anything further to add, Colleen?
No, I think I was going to say clean.
Like his papers are all gone.
Ooh.
So, I'm being generous. I'm feeling generous, and I'll give that to you.
How many have I gotten?
I'm not telling you.
I think I only got one.
Some of them I'm going to give you a separate list. One that you only got. One that you got with Colleen's help.
Okay.
Number 7. Buffy and Faith both...
Technical about it.
Buffy and Faith both tell the police that they were watching TV together, but they give different answers as to what they watched. What were the 2 answers? Bonus point for putting the right answer with the right Slayer.
Shug, you suck. Okay, Learning Channel? Is that one of them? Discovery Channel?
Try again.
Powerpuff Girls? Angel?
Wrong.
Is it a cartoon?
No.
It's not Discovery Channel?
No.
Is it like something I would know? Is it real?
They're vague. They're vague things.
Oh, so it's not like Friends or something?
Not a specific thing.
Watching grass grow on the BBC?
No. Colleen, do you know any of them?
Ha! See? Not just me.
Okay. Faith says some old movie, and Buffy says infomercial.
Oh my god.
Number 8. What does Willow say to Buffy?
Jail bait.
Which is an eerie foreshadowing of the season 6 finale. Just in general. And I'm not expecting you to get the exact quote.
That you're going to die a weird, strange death by saving your sister and jumping into a cloud.
Wow, wouldn't that have been something if she said that?
Am I close?
Oh, no, not at all.
Well, season 6 finale, she died.
See, that was the season 5 finale.
Oh, season 6. Sorry, my bad. Okay. We just had season 6.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm confused. What happened at the end? Oh, I'm gonna turn into evil, powerful witch and destroy the world.
Funny enough, that's not what she said. Colleen?
I think it was very funny.
No. She says, sometimes I unleash. I don't know my own strength. It's bad. I'm bad. I'm a bad, bad, bad person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
sounds
you remember
familiar.
that.
That sounds familiar.
Number 9.
Hey, Shepard, I'm going to throw this piece of trash at you.
Now he's going to have to pick it up.
Oh, you're going to make Ethan pick it up?
You're the one who threw it. Can we get
I don't think that's
done?
in Ethan's job description.
Can we finish this, please?
Yes.
Number 9.
Skip to the end.
When Buffy goes to Giles, see?
Just give me the rest of them right, and then just see if I can get the bonus question.
When Buffy goes to Giles, what excuse does she give
Infomercial.
when she sees that Faith is also there?
Oh, right. Because that's when Faith said Buffy's the one who killed him.
Mm-hmm.
She said that I have to tell you about the thing. They always say that. The thing about the thing. I got to go thing.
Wrong.
Oh, jeez. Crackling over here.
I didn't do it.
Wait, give me the question again.
When Buffy goes to Giles, what excuse does she give him when she sees that Faith is also there?
I forgot a book.
No. Colleen?
No idea.
She wants to talk to him about blowing off her classes.
Same thing. I forgot a book.
Number 10, and if you don't get this, I'm firing you.
Ethan, you better get ready. Because your job is going to be sitting here pretty
What
soon.
is the code word Wesley uses to contact the council?
It's like monkey or something.
Yes!
Okay. I was like, is it like monkey?
It's monkey.
Oh, God, thank God.
Number
Ethan, you almost had my job. Ethan was like, he's so close.
Number
so
11.
close.
When the Scoobies meet to discuss the situation, what euphemism do they use for Faith and Xander having sex?
Oh. Okay. Okay. He says like he knows her really well. Like they connected.
Yeah, have a connection.
They have a connection.
Good,
yeah.
good.
We have a connection.
Number 12.
And Willow goes, yeah, I got that.
Yeah. Number 12. What does Xander offer to do for Faith to help her out?
More sex?
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. That's incorrect.
No. He offers to talk to Buffy, talk to everyone.
No.
No? Get her some help.
No.
Get her into home.
No.
Prozac.
No.
Take her for a ride in his fancy car.
No. Colleen? Nothing?
Wait.
Dude.
Okay, good, go.
I'm sorry. We're running out of time.
Okay.
Testify in court that the deputy mayor's death was not her fault.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
Number 13.
Do-gooder.
How does Xander describe sleeping with Faith?
Wild and crazy?
No.
Scary?
No.
I don't know.
Colleen, nothing? It was nice. It was great. It was kind of a blur.
All right.
Number 14. What weapon does Angel use to rescue Xander from Faith's stranglehold?
Doesn't he just use his manly arms?
If he had manly arms, perhaps.
A rope?
Nah.
A knife?
Nah.
Monkey?
He throws a monkey on the bed.
A Ming vase.
Because they're really handy. They're just laying in all of those hotel rooms
Yeah.
for Faith. A baseball bat. Did you know that, Colleen?
No, I was thinking handcuffs.
Handcuffs. Hello.
Kinky.
Number 15. When Angel is trying to get through to Faith at the mansion, what does Buffy do to try to help out, and what does she hope it will achieve?
What? Who wrote these questions?
Chug.
How come I know other stuff and he didn't write the ones that I know?
Because he's mean.
Okay, mansion, help out. We'll be your friends again. We'll, I don't know. You only go to jail for a little while?
No. She goes and gets some of Faith's stuff.
That's a good one.
So that Faith will see that they're on her side.
I don't remember that at all. I
neither.
contest that question. Throw it out.
No.
Me and Colleen contest that question.
16. Okay, come on, kids.
All right.
According to Angel, why does Faith killing a man change everything for her?
Because you like to kill, you taste the blood.
She's got a taste for
Yeah.
it now.
See, I need that part.
Number 17. What's Faith's response to Angel saying you can't imagine the price for pure evil?
Sawed off wanker.
Evil. Yeah, that's not what she said.
No, say again. What's the question?
What is Faith's response to Angel saying you can't imagine the price for pure evil?
Oh, yes, I can.
No.
But I like pure evil.
No.
Up yours?
No.
Nancy boy? I don't know. I can't lose none of those.
Colleen?
Answer. I don't know it.
I hope evil takes MasterCard.
She said that?
Apparently.
She didn't say that.
That's my thing.
I don't remember.
I
Number
could test
18.
that question too.
How do Wes and the council guys deal with Angel when kidnapping Faith?
Oh, they throw a net over him.
Yeah, that'll work.
That'll help. At least they didn't kill him.
Number 19. Who objects to rescuing Faith from Wesley and why?
Because
No, who first?
Giles?
No.
Buffy?
No.
The Watcher
There's only so many
Council.
people. You got to get it right eventually.
The Watchers.
No, from saving Faith from the Watchers Council.
Oh, wait, who objects from saving her?
Yeah. Who doesn't like her the most?
Oh, well, Willow.
Right.
Because it's, okay, I didn't understand the question. I'm sorry.
I
didn't understand the question.
I understand.
I was confused.
I'll give it to you.
I had too many
Number
Rolos.
20. What little thing does the mayor do before leaving the office which shows his obsessive nature?
He he moves something back into place?
He straightens his pens.
Yeah,
and
he straightens something.
Pencils.
There you go. He straightens something.
Bonus question. For as many bonus points as you like, talk for a minute about how hot Eliza looks in this episode.
Okay, Eliza is so hot. She's like wearing these tight pants and she is so smoking, okay? This tattoo, her hair. Am I a minute? No, I've only done like 30 seconds. Especially, now can we go back to Bad Girls when she was hot in that episode too? Or we can only talk about her being hot in Consequences. Hey, she's hot, okay? There's no.
Okay, you
there's
get
no,
zero bonus points for that.
What? 0 bonus points for talking about, for agreeing how hot she is? I would beg to differ.
No, because then I'd have to re-add, and I don't want to do that.
Give me at least 1.
Okay, 1.
Thank you.
You got 12 out of 20.
Ooh, that hurt.
And 4.5 of those are Colleen's help. So you got like 8.5 out of 20.
Those were hard.
I know. Next week,
Season
5.
I better brush up.
Yes.
And what episode was that?
I don't know.
Damn,
Oh, this one?
I tried to trick her.
Oh, season 5?
Damn, I could have tricked her.
Nope, sorry.
Oh, man.
Okay. We ready?
All right. We're ready.
We gotta go.
All right. We want to thank Colleen for coming in.
She brought cake.
She did. We're going to eat that.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yay.
Yay. And again, always, anyone who's in the area wants to come down, just give us an email and let us know. And thank you so much for joining us this evening. Next week on Buffy is Beneath You, and we will be talking about that. We'll be right back here, klbc.org, talking about that as well. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for, I always miss. No, the thing is, I always change the order of, your show and you. And I never want to. Stay tuned for Ground Zero with The Mess. See, I always want to change that around. Stay tuned for The Mess with Ground Zero.
I'm a new Buffy fan, too.
Right on.
Oh, this rocks.
See what we do? We infect everyone around us.
That's the wrong word to use.
We draw people into our spell.
That'll work better. That's better than infect.
So definitely stay tuned.
In fact?
In fact.
No, that's from a show.
Okay. Stay tuned for Ground Zero, and we'll be back next week with more Buffy Mania. So, I have to say that. Zany Buffy Mania.
You're such a freak.
Don't forget to tell Joss about us over here.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Any last words?
No.
Okay.
Just tell us how much we rock.
You rock.
All right. All right. And remember, we love you all so much. Thanks so much for joining us. And remember, kids, even if they have bad hair... The vampires can't come in if you don't invite them.
What's that?
Not our end song.
Oh, I didn't put that in. Okay, we're not playing the end song. Bye, guys.
Can we talk 5 more minutes about how Let's Face the Hottie? Okay, see you guys next week.
Bye.